There we go. It wasn't turning on before. I'm going to do this again. Oops. No, my lighting. Oops. I'm going to be reading my fanfic again. I did it before, but sorry about that. That was rude. Not, so hopefully, because I have a bean over there, so this will be likely better because I kind of found the mistakes that I made. Aww. So I'm better to. Of course, I get a notification. I'll just begin. Just note, I'm not that great at reading, nor am I. Yeah, I'll take these off. They're more for sight. My glasses are reading glasses. They're for sight. They're for seeing all the way over there. Bean's just like, what the hell are you pointing at? Okay, I'm going to begin now. Hey, Ed heard as he ran. He wasn't Ed, but a clone. A clone made by a mad producer who made a movie for morons to enjoy. Prompting the creator to the creation of him and his friends. He had escaped along with a Tord who had fought back against his original, though he remembered hearing him call, making him run as fast as possible. He remembered looking back to see the Tord who saved him retreat into the night, with a bang echoing in the night, seeing the original Tord before he disappeared inside. The originals are insane. That's all he knew. He wanted to go back and find the Tord, but he was afraid to go back. Tord's voice orders to go, echoing in his mind, not letting him stop. He turned, looking around. I think I forgot some words there, sorry. Where am I? He said softly, hugging himself and leaning against the wall, trying to find any landmarks he could use to find out where he was, using his memories. It didn't help it was night. He didn't like being alone. He was used to the large group. His mind went to the carnage that happened in that house. He wasn't sure if he was the only one or not to escape besides the two. I think that's another mistake. The Tord he saw. He sat on the sidewalk. He didn't know what to do, trying to use Ed's memories for answers. Go home, it told him. Home is home. That's home. That terrible, horrible house where death is. No way. Tears formed in his eyes as he sat, lowering his head behind his knees. He heard, lifting his head to see a cat. Ringo? He said softly, thinking about the original cat of Ed's. This cat looked like Ringo. but there were some differences. This cat was more brown, unlike Ringo. Also, it was younger. He held his hand out. It went straight from for it, almost like they have met. He unfolded himself enough for his new companion to hop on his stomach and curl up. His hand stroked the fur as it purred, falling asleep. He watched his surroundings. You never know about in the city. His eyes grew heavy because of all the calming sounds of the purring cat. He fell asleep. Hey, Ed, wake up! He heard as he was shaken awake, the cat looking around as confused as he was. Matt? He said, tilting his head at the ginger-haired man before him. Technically, he said with a wink. Ed was relieved. It's okay, he's a friend, he told the cat, stroking its fur. The cat didn't seem to believe him, but calmed down, probably annoyed by the shaky wake-up call. How did you escape? Ed said. I mean, they couldn't tell me apart from the original. They put me in Tom's hoodie, then threw him out. But Tom came back, not happy, and kicked me out because I had the number on my wrist. Matt said. Sorry, I got itchy. Showing him 506 5016. I swear I know my numbers. Ed showed his 472. I don't know why I made Matt's number bigger. Whatever. Right. Ed smiled. Wait, should I explain the numbers? For I think I kind of explained it. So, but in this I made so it was easier that every clone had a number. Like that's how they know. I don't know. If that makes sense, I don't know. If that makes sense. Yeah, so every single clone will have a number on his wrist. I mean, in this I have arm, but it's really just right here. Right there. So literally just them doing this. And that's how they identify each other. Right, Ed smiled happily. He had someone. I thought there was going to be more. Is it just us? Matt said. No, there's a Tord somewhere. I saw him run out of that house. Ed said, standing with his new kitty in his arms. We should probably find him, Matt said. Yeah, I guess so, Ed said, looking around, as the cat rubbed it against him, purring. Ed, do you know where we are? Matt said. Where he is. So I have the two different things below, and my mind just mixed it up. I'm going to start that again. Ed, do you know where he is? Matt said. Matt, I don't even know where we are, but I know I ran straight. Him ran straight, Ed said, as then shuddered. We're made from monsters. Matt watched him as they walked. Hello, is somebody there? I don't know what that hello was. They heard from a dumpster. Tom, Ed said, walking up and opening it. Ow, Tom said, hanging over the side, rubbing his head. What are you doing in there? Matt said. When everyone wanted to go home, he said. He wanted to go home. Go shopping. Tom. Oh wait, I think it's I wanted to go shopping. Tom said, folding his arms. Kitten shopping. It was a stupid plan, Ed said. The cat who he set down to open the lid chased after rats, but didn't go too far from Ed. At least somebody got breakfast. So, where's the others? Tom said, looking around. Dead. The originals killed them at the house, Ed said. It was a stupid plan, the Tom said, mocking Ed's voice, before saying, I would have been the only one who lived. Ed rolled his eyes. I can close the lid on your head, Ed said. Rude. Now let me out, he said. Fine, but we're looking for a tord. No shopping, Ed said. Fine, Tom said, grumbling as the two of them helped him out. Ed got the cat, which he decided to call Rango, and they walked off. So, do we know where we're going? Matt said. Sorry. Oh yeah, now that I found a landmark. Hey, Tom said, insulted, after noticing Ed gesture to him. I know where to go, Ed said. Glad I can help, he said. Why? Matt said, looking at him. With a whimper, hugging the cat slightly. Tord told me to go, so I did so, running as fast as I could from the house, Ed said. Again, why? Matt said. The original of him was going to kill me, but he stepped in front of me and saved me. I only turned back to see assholes, Tom said, folding his arms. They walked back to the street Ed's house is on, which Ed disappeared behind Tom. You know they don't want to hurt us, Matt said. Funny. Hey Tom, how many of us were there yesterday? Ed said. I don't know, like 1,000? If or more, Tom said, with a shrug. Exactly, Ed said, as they walked up. All right, Tom wins. We're going shopping for disguises, Ed said. Matt said. Sorry, I'm paranoid, Ed said softly, holding the cat close. Alright, which way now? Matt said. That way, Red said, pointing to a path. Between houses, across from Ed's house. We're never going to find him. I'm going to restart that, sorry. We're never going to find him, are we? Matt said. Sorry for wanting to live, Ed hissed. Come on, then. We're never going to find him at this pace, Matt said, crossing the street with Tom. Ed was frozen, staring at Ed, who had just exited the house with Ringo in the carrier. The two were staring at each other. Come on, Ed, Matt said, pulling his arm, bringing Ed's attention to him. Matt and Ed crossed it to a bus, with a bus passing by as they were almost on the other side. Ed looked back as Ed set the carrier in the car and drove off. Now, I knew we needed disguises. At least it was my original, not Tord's, Ed said, with a sigh, stroking the cat's fur. After finding Tord, what should we do? Matt said. Taking the lead with the other two following. Coming to a two-way. You know, like where it's just like straight across kind of thing. I don't know if that made sense. Oh great, now where do we go? Matt said. I don't. Ed saw red in the corner of his eye. Ed walked to the bloody trail. You could easily have missed. He actually hit him, Ed said softly, then said, we're near. Oh, we need to hurry. Ed followed the path to a broken window in a building. Please be him, Lord. Please be him, Ed prayed before looking inside, as did the others. It was a basement apartment type space that was abandoned, or the person not home, which makes breaking the window and blood everywhere that much worse. There he was, Tord, laying on a couch. On the other side of the room, in a white muscle shirt. I don't know why my brain just zoned out. A makeshift bandage made from a t-shirt and tape over his shoulder. His hoodie laid on the back of the couch. Ed set the cat on a chair nearby. Carefully slipping in carefully. Tord, Ed said, walking up, as the others struggled to join them. It was hard to tell if he was alive. Ed went to check his pulse, but Tord caught his hand. I think it's supposed to be like the wrist, but I put hand instead, making him freeze. The cat fled to hide. As the injured Tord looked up, his amber eyes were those of an injured animal's. Why did I add an S to animals? Animal? injured animal and will fight to defend himself till he realizes who was before him. Uh, Ed, he said weakly. His grip loosened on Ed's wrist. Hey, Tord, are you okay? Ed said, seeing the numbers 952 on the arm holding him. The other two standing back just in case he doesn't does anything. I'm starting to stutter. He didn't have a gun within reach. You know what? That isn't what good. Yeah, good place to leave it. Sorry.